It's going live on Instagram and YouTube and Facebook. Fantastic. All right. So welcome everybody to our monthly foundational wellness class. I have really become passionate about teaching this because I feel like the stuff we're going to discuss tonight and the 2-minute morning hack that me and my kids have been doing since October has been key in helping us stay well this holiday season. And because in the past, like at least one of my kids were sick over either Thanksgiving break or Christmas break or both. They would like take turns, right? And this year I was like, okay, we're going to be really good about taking this stuff and doing this in the morning. And for the first time in years, they didn't get sick. So, I mean, I know it's not like definitive proof that like this is what did it, but for me, that was the main thing that has changed for us. So, hey, let's just keep the experiment rolling, gather more data. That's my thoughts. So, and it's simple and it's tasty and my teens will do it. So that's nice. All right. So you might be asking, okay, so what is foundational wellness? Foundational wellness is like building that foundation, and we're mainly talking nutrition and our gut. Okay. So when we are having proper nutrition, we're decreasing our toxic load. We're able to eliminate toxins and build those natural fortifying systems within our body. We're just going to be stronger all around, mentally, physically, immune system, like every system is going to be supported because it's the foundation, right? So for years and years, and I've been with doTERRA for over 13 years, I've been using their products. And about 2 years after I started using their products, they came out with this nutritional pyramid, this wellness pyramid. And it has always had this nutrition as its foundation. And in recent years, I've really been up leveling that, especially in with some of the new products that I'm going to talk to you guys about. And we used to have the Lifelong Vitality Pack, and their vitamins and minerals, omegas, their probiotics. I've always been really blown away by not only the quality within it, but the research that they would do to prove their effectiveness as well. And filling it within myself. Like I could tell if I didn't take my LLB, which is what it was before, that my energy levels would drop and things like that. I'm like, why am I so tired? Oh, I forgot to take my vitamins. And this way it's tasty. And so I look forward to taking it in the morning instead of this like literal handful of pills. And I mean, I can take a lot of pills at once, but like some people really cannot. Like my son struggles. My daughter, she can do quite a few all at one time. My son has to go one by one and be very mindful about it, so this has been a game changer for him. To try to take the other vitamins that we had on a daily basis would have been longer than 2 minutes. So all right, so nutrition is obviously the foundation, starting out with nutrition, but there are some different issues with that because 9 out of 10 most impactful risk factors are actually tied to poor nutrition. And we struggle in our country to be able to have good nutrition because the systems in our country are not set up great to have good food for us. And so we struggle. And it's difficult. Even if you're trying to eat super clean, it's really difficult to get the nutrition that you need. So when you don't have those proper nutrition, Existing conditions can worsen bone health, cardiovascular problems, hormone imbalances, all those different things. And I think a lot of people, this resonates with them. And we don't want a Band-Aid fix, right? We want something that will help with the core issue going on and allow the body to heal itself. So, for instance, it's really not the same food as like our grandparents and people used to have because of how we farm. It's really stripping the nutrition out of the soil, and so it's just not what it used to be. And so as we take care of our body's digestive health, it can have all that impact. And when we talk digestive health, it's not just some different, so let's just do supplements, but drinking plenty of water is so huge. I was reminded of that just the other day. I was climbing with a friend, and I was like, man, my joints just, they've been feeling a little wonky. Had a lot of sugar over the holidays and stuff, and I hadn't really had that direct correlation of sugar. Now my joints hurt, and so like, oh, interesting. And then he was like, and how much water are you drinking? Like, ooh, I mean, I drink some, but definitely not what he was like. You should be like this much. I'm like, definitely not that much. Yeah, at least half your body weight in ounces. So yeah. So yeah, like I'm 165, and so I should at least be having 80 to 83 ounces of water. So yeah. Eating great fruits and vegetables, support your microbiome, and moving our bodies, right? Sitting in a pool for fantastic amounts of times. Letting it flow. Hi, Jamie. So these are the main products that we're going to talk about today. They're like really been revolutionary for people, and it's new. We upgraded. Instead of the pills, we now have these little packets. We have VMG, vitamins, minerals, free. Our omegas have been upgraded. Now they're way more pure. Norway, I believe, is where they're sourced from like, yeah, it's crazy. This mountain region, and they're considered the most pure waters and the most pure fishing that is out there. And the guys, I'll go into it, but this little packet is so tasty. I can get my teens to have it. It's wonderful. And then for the microbiome, so those probiotics, there you go. PB Restore, amazing.
Can I just ask, what are probiotics good?
The main thing that people think of is immune system, but it's also mental health, and then obviously digestion, and it truly is foundational because our microbiome is actually in all over our body, and so these helpful bacteria that help with cellular process in our cells in our body to be able to function properly are like all over. And so everything from skin health to mental health to gut health to immune system, like everything. So yeah. So within the VMG, so vitamins, minerals, green, you have nutrition blend with the vitamins, minerals, and essential cofactors like coenzyme Q10 and things like that for energy to help our body make energy. Cellular support, so those antioxidants. So we're defending and protecting our DNA. We have the superfood blend. So this is like an aspect of the greens. So promotes foundational health, vitality, phytonutrients, antioxidants, vitamins, minerals, and other nutrients as well. And this biotransformation blend, biologically enhanced nutrients for biotransformation and bioavailability boosting. All right, so that's a really cool part. Most vitamins our body just washes out, right? Not with these because of this bioavailability. It uses this liposomal technology, which we'll talk about more, but it keeps it in our body instead of flushing it out so we can actually use it. It looks so tasty, doesn't it?
I'm excited.
Right?
Just thank you.
Things, whatnot. And there's a couple more over there. We could mix. Should we mix them and try it?
Yeah, make it when you talk.
Thank you.
How many do you get in a box?
30.
30.
Yeah. Okay. So, like I was talking about with the bioavailability, so the essential oils, that in itself helps with the bioavailability. Well, what is it?
I'm like, I need to get my husband off too because he just recently was diagnosed. We gotta start.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and I think this might help him be. I think that's. Can you one? And he's always so tact. Actually, yes. I will be doing stuff.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're interrupting.
No, it's fine. So going into that bioavailability, so it's based on the essential oils help with absorption. So, like with the turmeric essential oil in the duo caps helps with the absorption of the turmeric root. The frankincense essential oil helps with the resin, the boswellic acid that's in that powder within the capsules. So we're seeing this trend as doTERRA does more research that the essential oil of the whole food helps with the bioavailability of that whole food. And so we added that in there with the whole food vitamins. The liposomal technology allows it to actually go into the cells. And so it makes it so that the cells can use it right away. Okay. Digestive enzymes and probiotics. So there are a little bit of digestive enzymes with the Terrazyme and the probiotics in this already, but not like a full therapeutic dose like you would get of the Terrazyme and the thing. So this is just, it's enough to support the like digestion and absorption of the nutrients that are here. Okay. And pre-methylated vitamins are awesome. So methylation is like putting a slip on the vitamin and saying, use this here, telling your body where to use it. Okay. And so it's a process that our body naturally does, but it takes time and it takes energy for our body to find those vitamins, methylate them properly, and then take them to the place that they need to go. So we've done that for the body already in methylating the specific vitamins that need to be methylated in order for our body to use them. Some people, their body struggles to do this methylation process. So it doesn't matter how much vitamin D or vitamin B, it doesn't matter how much folate, it doesn't matter how much of these different vitamins that need methylation that they take, their body will not use it. They can use these. It's great. So these are the oils that are in lavender, lemongrass, peppermint, and ginger. Some classics, am I right? Calming within the body, supporting the digestive tract, wonderful for inflammatory response. And then your wild orange as well, helping to cleanse toxins as well as uplift the mood and things. So wonderful, wonderful oils that are added in there. I already talked about this. I should know my PowerPoint better. Sorry, guys. I just went through them. Okay, omegas. These omegas are wonderful. 900 milligrams. Oh, it's the taste test.
That's what she was telling me about her Saturday. It's like pineapple.
Yeah.
Yeah. This isn't gonna keep you up all night.
No. It doesn't mean, and it hasn't my daughter. I would, because then, like, you're using it throughout the day, you know?
It is. I think I could get Kim to drink this.
Yeah, there's a little bit of fiber in it. I think there's a total of 4 grams. So some people that are on like a super low fiber diet sometimes, we were checking it is like below that first threshold for even that. So that's good. So like picture in the morning, then you pull out your little mixer, open up your packet, stir that in there, and you know you're taking like these basically organic fruits and vegetables, wonderful enzymes, probiotics, oils, all the things.
And it's just
And
8 ounce glass of water.
I would do it even in 4. Yeah. Yeah. So,
It's pretty tasty.
and then you're rinsing it down, you're taking your omegas with it that have the right amounts of the good omegas that you're looking for that are really important in our diet. And when talking omegas, you think, oh yeah, like joint health, brain health. But what gets overlooked is inflammation. It's a really important balancing act for the inflammatory response. Our body is naturally made to have an inflammatory response when needed. When there's an acute issue that happens, it's a part of the healing process. But we have to have the opposite within our body to reverse that inflammation that happens within the body. And so the omegas, specifically omega-3s, are what do that. And this is like crazy high in those omega-3s to help balance the omega-6s that are in a lot of our like Western diet and stuff like that. Okay. We get plenty of the inflammatory part of that response or that system. We need more of it to be able to balance out so our body can do that dance and be able to shift when it needs to do so. And a lot of this info is on, like, you've got a little summary guide here as well. So as we talk about some of these different main products, you can kind of see some of the different things. Oh, let me just hide them from you. Okay. So these things that I get to say about omegas, I can really actually talk about them because we have done clinical trials to show that omegas can do this. Heart health, healthy joint function, healthy inflammatory response. I mean, you can read them, and instead, like all other omegas have preservatives added to them because they have to. Because I mean, it's fish oil. Fish goes rancid really quickly. I think we've all smelt that before. It's like, yeah, really fast. And so you have to have something in there to preserve it. Well, instead of using some sort of chemical, doTERRA simply uses wild orange essential oil to preserve it. And it does a beautiful job with it. And I feel like these are a little bigger than our old omegas, but I feel like I burp them less. Have you tried these ones yet, Jamie? Okay, I'm interested on your feedback to see if you have a similar experience. Yeah,
Like I you know,
kind of burp it a little bit. Yeah.
like this morning I took some and I kind of have, you know, a little bit to drink, kind of have some just some tea and like a couple of peanut butter crunch bites, but I was just kind of sad. But I haven't really got anything level. Yeah.
Have you done those?
So I just started taking them, and I take 3 of them in the morning,
Same.
and I haven't had any problem.
Did you have any problem with the other ones? Did you do
Never
the
had
other
any.
ones? Oh, okay. That's good. Have you done fish oils in the past?
Yes.
And have you burped them up in the past?
I did, I would get like a funny taste in my mouth.
Yeah.
But I took them when I was pregnant because, I thought you were supposed to.
Right.
But one of the things that they said was most common with a lot of fish oils is that they use paint thinner to cut it to take the stuff out. So she said unless you could just find the testing and stuff on it, she said that there was only one brand that she knew of on the market that you could buy at the time that wasn't processed that way. So I never took any until we went and saw the research on this one.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah. There's excessive testing from this place that we get our oils or our fish oils from. He's so funny. The guy that runs the farm and stuff, they come from a fishing family from up north there at I can't remember the sea's name, but long family history of being fishermen, big fishing boats and stuff. And he gets serious, like terrible seasickness. And so he couldn't be a fisherman. He couldn't follow in his dad's footsteps. So he found a way to still be a part of the family business. And he found like the fish oil is a huge commodity. And so the processing of the fish, you have this fish oil, and he was able to really set them apart as like the purest source of fish oil in the world. And their testing protocol, because he's a scientist, like he loved the science of it. And so their testing protocol, you can actually have it's this fish, and this fish from this location in the sea. And like, it's wild how much testing they do. It's so cool. It makes my geek brain go crazy. So, okay. All right. So our probiotics. Now it is so funny. I don't know if you guys have seen on Instagram some of the reels. I think it's like Thrive probiotics or something like that. They're so excited that they have this double encapsulation technology. It's brand new. And I'm thinking, doTERRA's been doing this for a decade. Like our probiotics have had this double encapsulation technology. So the outer capsule holds the prebiotics, so the food for the probiotics, that opens up in the stomach. Most probiotics, they open up the stomach and the stomach acid kills it. All right. So just a very small fraction make it through. So our probiotic yogurts and our probiotic this and our probiotic that, most of it's getting killed by stomach acid. But even with that, a lot of people are seeing good results and they see a benefit from doing those things. So just imagine. Oh, yeah. Well, and then there's a whole bunch of sugar in the yogurt a lot of times too. So it's like, so imagine if it could all get through into the intestinal canal and survive and not be killed by your stomach acid. That's what happens here. That second capsule goes into the actual intestinal canal, opens up, and you have almost 100% proliferation or 100% survival rate of those good probiotics where they need to be. And the other thing that doTERRA has that I've not seen from anybody else, even these I think it was Thrive people that have the double encapsulation, and they're like, oh, prebiotics. I'm like, yep, check, got that as well. But no mention of postbiotics or phages. Now, if we have the food for the prebiotic or for the probiotics, the next thing we need is room for those probiotics to live in our gut. And so we got to clean house. That is what the phages are for. They're bacteriophages. So they come and they actually take away the bad bacteria that are in our gut. Okay. And make room so that the probiotics can actually survive. And the benefits of probiotics, we talked about the immune system and things like that. They happen as the probiotics live their happy lives in our gut, right? But it takes a minute, right? It takes a minute for us to experience those benefits, all those benefits. Well, many of us are taking the probiotics to boost our immune system. That's one of the main reasons that people start taking probiotics. And so doTERRA said, well, let's put those immune system beneficial things that the probiotics make, let's include them in the capsule already so that people don't have to wait. That's what the postbiotics are. It's the immune system supporting things that the probiotics make already in there. So you start to get immediate benefits to your immune system when you start taking them. And then you get the ball rolling and you get all of those different benefits. So, yeah, nobody else has this. Nobody else. I mean, I don't spend hours and hours searching online for different probiotic companies, but from what I've seen, here's all the different probiotics. I think there were 21 strains in the thread that says 24. Here's the prebiotics, the postbiotics, and the phages. If you're ever interested in knowing the actual ones, there you go. You guys can, online, you can take a screenshot or something. All right. Oops. Okay, so we've talked a little bit about like what that routine would look like in the day. And so this next part, we're gonna, how can I combine these things for some specific needs? Because we have that foundation, but then there might be some specific needs on top of that as well. So starting out, we had, we have the foundational wellness, BMG, Behavior Restore, and our omegas. And then we can add some different things to up level. So enzymes is one of them, but being able to break down our food properly. Our food used to naturally have enzymes and stuff, but yeah, they just don't have them anymore because of how we make our food. The mass farming and things, everything's so super clean and all of that some of these natural things like probiotics and enzymes and stuff get broken down. Oh, we want to sanitize it, so we heat it and then we kill the enzymes. And no, you can't do that. So that's where Terrazyme comes in. And so with the Terrazyme, I typically take 1 or 2 in the morning and I give one to my kids just because that's when we're taking our stuff. And so I can remember to take it, and your body doesn't just flush out enzymes. Anything it doesn't use, it will store to then use later. So you can't like overdose on enzymes. So if you know you have a food sensitivity, if you know you are repairing something, like if you're healing from something, enzymes are really important because it helps with the body's repair process. Yeah, so if you know, and then if you know you're going to be having a heavy meal of something that is just heavy, you know what I mean? That's heavy meals. If you can take some before, yep, yeah, some of those hard to process things, it's great. So that's key. So we take that every day. I give one to my kids. We have I have little cups in front of their cups that I put the few pills that they do take after in front of them. Anyways, saw my counter. It's I just took my counter stuff and brought it here. One of the other things that I take every morning is our collagen. So our collagen, it's not just collagen, it's NMN. It has all of these different good ingredients in it, as well as top of the line collagen that is already in a usable form. It's already in the tripeptide form. Most of them is just long strain. It's your body's okay, I'll just use it wherever. When it's in the tripeptide form, it's for specific locations of the body. And I hope you guys are seeing a theme here with how doTERRA's made it so that your body knows exactly where to use these things. And that takes the guesswork out of it for your body, which means it's using less energy to use these things and can focus on the actual healing process. So this you mix in cold water. So I just mix it with my VNG in the morning, and it's only 3 grams of the collagen protein, but it's 12 times more bioavailable than other collagens, than just the long strain collagen. So just multiply that by 12, and that's the equivalent. So a 30 grams of collagen in the morning, that's huge, right? So it's helping with my joint repair, a rock climber and things, my hands and my knees and my feet. I really have to be careful of making sure that I'm supporting them a lot. Shoulders, elbows, just everything. What am I saying? Every single joint. I'm needing this support. This product has been on the heart of one of the main peoples in doTERRA since the beginning of doTERRA. This is the frankincense capsules I was telling you about yesterday, or 2 days ago, Sunday. So you have the boswellic acid, which is more of the powdery part of the frankincense resin from the tree, which in itself has wonderful properties to it for inflammation and things and repair. And then you have the frankincense essential oil, which increases the bioavailability because it's hard for a body to process boswellic acid. It just is. So the frankincense oil helps us process it, and the frankincense oil in and of itself, it supports every system of the body.
So would you say that would be better for inflammation than the turmeric?
Everybody's different, but I would give that a shot. Shift to this and see how it feels. Yeah.
You good?
Take that every day, and I use turmeric every day on myself.
Yeah. And you just do the turmeric oil?
Yeah, because it's putting belly button goes straight to
Mm.
and
What are the turmeric oil?
any oil
That you put on your belly button, go straight to.
Anything is going to go through your liver, so.
Well, and that might be part of the energy aspect too, maybe. But
Well, he's he drinks a lot, so.
okay.
I mean, I know I'm a drink, but he drinks way more than I. He goes through a bottle of whiskey in a week. So. And I mean, if I could get him to, it's gonna be hard for me to get him to even try anything different than what he thinks is gonna be good for him, so.
What about you? Are you a foot person? Would you rub it on his feet? Or about that? How about that? Because I do it on my husband. I do room touch on my husband as often as I can. So if he'll let me do that.
He broke his back in the military. So he's already had 2 back surgery. He doesn't have any feeling in his left leg. He can't feel his foot 90% of the time. He can't feel his hands. He can't. I mean, so there's a lot more to him
Then he
than.
needs to do the Joe juice.
And so for me to try to find something that's gonna give him comfort without taking heavy prescriptions,
Yeah.
that is what my goal is, but it's hard for me to get him to try something because before I even give it to him, he says, well, that's not heroin. Well, how do you know? You never tried it. So, but if he doesn't feel an instant effect to it, like he does with hard meds, then he doesn't think it's gonna work. So he doesn't give it time to work. And so
Yeah.
how long would it take for him to even, I mean, he's been taking the turmeric capsules. He takes up to 6 a day, and he says. So that's why I'm wondering
Yeah.
if this would help over the turmeric.
Yeah.
And I take the turmeric twice a day. I take it in the morning and I take it at night before I go to bed. So
And you've had results.
I have, mine is just my inflammation from actually just standing on the field.
Yeah.
So
Have you tried the copilot?
I actually have some of that, but I haven't tried it on.
Because that one says it's for inflammation as well.
Yeah.
And I take that one too.
It has a lot more play on the nervous system too.
Yeah.
And so it really gives it, so that.
Yeah. It's the endocannabinoid system. So, like the cannabis, right? It interacts with the endocannabinoid system. This copaiba has a direct interaction with the endocannabinoid system, but it has none of the psychoactive aspects of it. So it's all of the health aspects of it with none of the psychoactive. So yeah.
5 minutes. Then I could probably
Yeah.
take them to.
Mhm. Well, I'm wondering, so you're able to come next week to Symphony of Cells, right? And so, like, I think, like, my friend Jensen, he, back pain for forever, young kid, and bad back pain for a long, long time. And first time doing Symphony of Cells on him, and he got up off that table and he was pain free for like a couple of days. He's like, what did you do to me? And so that it could be that might be the thing. And it's a simple protocol. You just slap those oils on his back.
Well, maybe I can come next week.
Okay. Yeah. We'll have,
I mean, he doesn't want to be the only man here.
okay, bring Kevin, bring Joe.
Yeah, it would be cool. My husband's also a military man. And me and him both work at the VA, so I go and he does with insurance, like the exiting and pension claims and stuff like that. He takes the frankincense capsules. But he takes it not for pain, even though it's a lot of people have a lot of pain relief from it. But he takes it because it helps a lot of the stuff with cell regeneration. There are things like that line.
Right.
So he takes it with that, but he's noticed a lot of the other symptoms that he had has decreased. He was involved in a chemical spill. And so he's had a lot of issues from that. And he's been able to get off all of his medications for it with just taking frankincense. He puts it in his water. Peppermint on the bottom of his feet will help with the neuropathy and the pain sensation.
Well, it's not neuropathy. His is actually, there's something in his back. I mean, the next surgery is fusing.
Right, yeah, so it's the nerves. Yeah, so putting peppermint on the bottom of his feet will help with that. But if you don't want to touch his feet, he's probably not gonna want to touch his feet, but the deep blue.
I can take a roller.
Well, yeah, and the deep.
You got that nice roller.
Would probably be really good for it too, and it also has.
Yeah.
And then, the biggest thing that helped my husband was actually sleeping. So he started doing the Serenity gel capsules before bed and then diffusing it at night, and that was a big game changer.
See, I need to have someone explain to him that another man that if he does this, it could possibly help. But if I get him to come next week
Yeah.
for whatever it is that we're doing,
Symphony of Cells.
Guy that I just met this. Get him to come and say.
but then.
And Joe can come.
Joe can't come because right now he's in the middle of a
The
play
play
competition. Yeah, so he won't be able to come.
priorities.
But we would love to like do a different day or something, like if we would want to meet up or do a
Yeah.
lunch or something that's on a different day, that's on Monday, Tuesday, or Thursday. And he could talk about, because he loves talking about it, he tells everybody about it. He has this little kid that he takes with him everywhere he goes now, and he has rollers when he goes to work and has for conversation, he like sets them up, and when people start to irritate him, he's like, you're rubbing it on. Yeah.
May I notice that we never happens that as it
The
did,
new Copilot one.
and I've only been using it for 2 days.
It's so good. It's so good.
But I mean, I just, it doesn't hurt when I turn my neck anymore like this. I used to just get like a sharp pain going down my shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked at my aunt today because I work with my ex-aunt. She's actually my ex-husband's aunt. And she comes on, she's like, oh, man, do you want some relief? It's all over her leg. I didn't get to see her, and I'll ask her tomorrow, 'cause I'll see her. How she felt.
Yeah. Let me know.
Well, she's curious, because I was gonna ask her, and I thought, oh, me too. I just keep saying something like, it's a possibility that's gonna work and it
Yeah.
actually start working for him because I can't find anything that works for him other than his free and his Norcos and, you know, all of that. And
Yeah.
it's just, and he sleeps like, he doesn't sleep good. And like, I move, he wakes up. Where you can, I mean,
Aw.
it's irritating to me because he doesn't sleep in. If I get out of bed, he's up.
Yeah.
It's like, sleep in. You gotta. Well, of course I did. He can't lay here anymore. I was like, already. Let me sleep.
Aw.
So, I mean, he hears everything.
Yeah.
So I just need something to help him. And I'm hoping that some of this will, if I can
Mhm.
get him to try it, but if I have somebody that is in the same boat as he is with all
Yeah.
of his issues, then
That could be big.
I could get him to understand that you don't need these hardcore drugs. And his nephew is going through the same thing right now. So, you know, if it works for Ken, it can work for his nephew.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. I mean, that's just a portion of Joe's story.
Yeah.
His story is powerful,
yeah.
and how these oils have helped him.
His story?
Can't you watch it?
It might be
For
one of his take.
and then on his thing.
Yeah. I'll try to see if I can find it.
I might try this.
Yeah.
March, so that's my only thoughts. I'm sorry.
We'll see what we can do. Okay. So there really is kind of something to support all the different aspects of the wellness pyramid. And it's just it's that support, that natural support, so that we can have that vibrant wellness, not by masking symptoms, but by actually getting to the root cause of things and helping the body heal itself, giving it the tools to heal itself. All right, so we have the wellness little assessment thing here. And for those of you watching online, I can just read through some of these and you can put a 1 through 5 in the comments. So 1 would be strongly disagree. And then 5 is strongly agree. And so 3 would be neither agree or disagree. Okay. So, and you're just kind of assessing within yourself. So it starts out with the nutrition part, and then we have so nutrition, digestion, movement, metabolism, rest, manage stress, reduce toxicity, and inform self-care. All those aspects of the wellness pyramid. So you guys here present, you can go through it and kind of mark up your own thing, and I will read through these so that people can assess for themselves. And you can just put a score down. So if you don't want to put it in the comments, just put it down for yourself. And I would suggest to put it down for yourself as well, anyways, just so that you can have a note of that. So first off, nutrition. So I would write down nutrition. I eat a healthy, nutrient-rich diet that's high in whole foods and low in ultra-processed foods. So you score yourself between 1 and 5. 1 is low, 5 is high. I'm mindful of my portions. I eat when I'm hungry and stop when I'm full. I avoid snacking between meals. I use micronutrients and macronutrient supplements to ensure my nutritional needs are met. So micronutrients, vitamins, minerals, things like that. And macronutrients, so those would be your omegas, your fish oils, proteins, good carbohydrates, things like that. doTERRA's proteins are amazing, by the way. The protein shake, I have one like every day. Usually my breakfast. All right, so digestion. I am free from digestive discomfort. So 1 would be, nope, I am pretty discomfort. I have a lot of discomfort. 5 would be no discomfort. I don't struggle with food sensitivities. So if you have food sensitivities, that would be a 1. If you don't have food sensitivities, that would be a 5. I make sure to include prebiotics and probiotic foods in my diet at least weekly. So your kombuchas, your live, actually active, sauerkraut, kimchi, like, yeah. I'm physically, so now we're moving into movement. Movement. I'm physically active, getting at least 2 hours of moderately intense activity or an hour of vigorous activity per week. I do at least 2 days of muscle strengthening per week. I give myself time to rest and recover from activities, including gentle stretching and using doTERRA's products to support the recovery process. And now moving into metabolism. I have good energy during the day. I don't suffer from brain fog or sugar cravings or need caffeine or energy drinks. I use smart supplementation to complement targeted metabolic health effects. So we have some different, so that's the collagen, some of our oils for metabolism, and then we have some to help with balancing blood sugars as well. And still with metabolism, I stay satiated for hours after eating. So you're not like hungry right away after eating. With rest now, I'm getting enough sleep to feel rested and alert the next day. I have good sleep hygiene practices, like turning off electronics before bed, like an hour or so before bed. Not eating right before bed, things like that. No coffee late at night. I'm familiar with and use smart supplementation to help on days when sleep is challenging. So we have like our lavender, our Serenity sleep system. Managing stress. I know my main sources of stress, and I have and use an adequate resource to manage them. I have self-care strategies and use them to help manage stress. I am familiar with and use supplements and products that help as I relax and unwind. So that adaptive is like a main one. Oof, so good. Next, reducing toxicity. I'm familiar with the most common environmental toxins and ways to avoid them. I use non-toxic, eco-friendly products at home and advocate for them with friends and family. Our abode line, our cleaning line, and skincare, toothpaste, all those different things, just really, really wonderful to help bit by bit get rid of those toxins. Last, for reducing toxicity, I focus on supporting my body's natural detoxification process, such as by limiting alcohol intake or taking things to cleanse out the liver and things like that. Informed self-care. Last one, informed self-care. I educate myself on proactive wellness lifestyle habits. I work hard to continuously support immune function. I use smart supplementation to complement self-care efforts. So yeah. And on the back, you can do totals. And then your wellness advocate person that invited you, somebody can help with some targeted things on there to support your top goal. So you can see, okay, this is where I'm at, and this is what I'd like to work on. Like, this is the area that I think would be the most impact. And you can focus on that. Because we just went through a lot of things, and it might have been like, oh, wow, I didn't think about that, didn't think about it. But if we try to attack everything at once, then we might be a little directionless, right? And we might not be noticing the changes, right? So if we can focus on a specific need and work on that and address that, you can see the changes that, and then move on to the next one. And so your confidence is building as you're figuring things out. So, yeah. Oils are great. I'm preaching to the choir here. So they really are safe, effective, and affordable. Drops per dose. I mean, to think about like how many times I've saved on a doctor's copay or missed work, different things like that, because I had those tools ready to support my kids or support myself when a cold was coming on, or they had a really red eye, or their ear was achy or something like that. Like, having those tools right handy. Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't live with me anymore, so I'm not there to take.
Right. We gotta empower him. Here we go. Here we go.
Been several times. Sometimes I will read like beauty in the eye. I had to do a presentation and teach at a class at church. I woke up at like 4 a.m, stopped coming on, we put some lavender around there. Woke up at 7, looked around there, woke up at 8, looked around like 9, and went to church by like 10. Wow, that's really, it's helping. I'm just
Yeah.
Talk to people.
Possibly. The other really cool thing is how we source our oils. Like doTERRA sourcing, that frequency of taking care of the people that actually grow the oils and supporting them in their efforts to grow pure oils, and the whole community, like building hospitals and schools and things like that for them, it's amazing. Those of us that are in the like energy healing world, the energetics of that care just flows through into the oil, and then we are also receiving. Jamie and I could talk for hours on co-impact sourcing, our sourcing model. It's near and dear to our hearts. And I actually get to go on my very first sourcing trip. I'm so excited because I graduated from Diamond Club, so I'm going to get to go to like the actual sourcing area and see where they're grown and stuff. One of them. I'm not sure which one I'm going to. I don't know. Anyways, I have two different options, and yeah.
Which one do you want?
I would love to go to the birch farm, because it's the only commercial birch farm in the world.
Where's it?
Pennsylvania. And so it's between that and then the peppermint farm in Oregon. I think it is. But that's probably the one I'll go to because it's way closer. So, but if I had my pick anywhere, that would be a really hard question. There'd be a lot of different factors for that. Because like we sourced we have Hawaiian sandalwood. So sure, I'll go to Hawaii and see the and hug some sandalwood trees. Heck yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, with the right crew. I
Go to Madagascar and like smell that fresh winter green. Oh,
There's some.
or Blue Lotus. I could go back to China. I pick China. I want to go to China and I want to see the Blue Lotus farms and smell like real Blue Lotus off the mountains and then be able to practice my Chinese. So, okay, fine. It was an easier decision than I thought it was going to be. China. I want to go back to China. I lived there for a summer in 2004. Okay, I think everybody knows, just to review how to use them. Aromatic, topical, internal. Okay, so what you want, what your need is determines how you're going to use it. If you want emotional or respiratory benefits, breathe it in. Okay, smell it. If you have a specific area of concern, like if I have a sore elbow, I'm not going to smell my lemongrass. I'm going to put the lemongrass on my elbow. Okay? And then if I want a full body systemic effect, I'm going to take it internal. Okay? And the simplest way to look at that, we looked at it the other day, if it has supplement effects on the bottle, you can take it internally. Okay? And letting people know, I haven't been great about letting people know this. Our app, doTERRA recently updated it, and you can scan, there's little QRs on your bottle. You can scan that QR in the app, and it will tell you how to use it and its main benefits. And then you can like even order more if you're out. Right there from the doTERRA app. Okay? Yeah. Okay, so bunch of different oils. I'm just gonna go through them really fast. Peppermint, Swiss Army knife of essential oils, energy, digestive support, so many different things. Oh, I clicked already. Deep blue, soothing. It's another one I put in my sore elbow or sore wrist or something like that. This deep blue deals with pain from inflammation. If you have more like nerve pain stuff, the past tense is really great. I wonder if I have, because I'm curious. Now I'm curious that we've been talking. I wonder if past tense. Anyways, like frankincense with a past. Anyways, I wonder if I have an open past tense. I'm going to send it with you tonight. Okay. I would say put like lotion or olive oil on first because it's pretty spicy. I would say. Patsy's already checking for you. Lemon. All things cleansing. Love to put it in my water. It's an immune system boost and it detoxifies gently. Yes. Breathe. Yep. That I have a whole story with Breathe. Like, it gave the gal back her life basically because her asthma was so bad, no nebulizer treatments would even work. When she was pregnant with her little one, if she was getting an attack, they would have to go to the hospital to see if they needed to resuscitate her because nothing worked. They just had to watch her and see if they need to resist. Yeah. And I gave her, like, she came to my house to play with some oils and stuff. And she's like, do you have anything for like breathing and stuff? And she did the breathe in the breathe, and her eyes just got so big. I'm like, yeah, it's great. She's like, no, Lisa, you don't understand. I was waiting outside your house for 10 minutes because I felt an asthma attack coming on, and had my thumb on the button to call my husband to see if he needed to come get me. And she's like, I was able to breathe all the way into my lungs. That was amazing. I'm like, here, take it. And she was finally able to like play with her kids again and like start exercising again. And it just changed her life. Yep.
I have got when we first like were introduced to our like, we were over in Montpelier, Idaho, and with Pete and stuff, and he was a pretty bad asthma, and so he would actually like go over these ponds, like 5 minutes to 10 minutes straight, just like talking, do not stop. And so my friend gave him some, put it in his hands, and then on his chest, so they very seconds. And then he would receive the is this there's just no off. When he would wake up and have to say that was
Yeah, I just put it in my water and sit there for an hour, they don't.
Nice.
yeah. Everybody
So on guard, this was the main one for me because I used to get bronchitis like twice a year. It would lay me out for like 2 weeks each time. So I'd lose a month out of every year until I started using On Guard when I would feel that tickle come on or that congestion start, and it would knock it out. So since I've been using doTERRA for over 13 years, basically it's given me a year of my life. Just that one bottle. So, and that's part of why I do this. Like, people need to know this stuff. Digestin, this is the one that converts the most, dude. Oh, my stomach hurts. My stomach hurts. Here, rub this on your stomach. And they get relief, and they're like, what is this voodoo that you just put on me? Ja, men. Niet voorstellen. Frankincense. I think we've talked a little bit about frankincense already. Lavender. We do have a new stick. She's got the straight oils, like rollers stuff too. But if you want it already in like a stick form, that's been really good. I use that. It has the Naya wood added to it, which increases the like absorption into your cells. And I've had a dark spot here on my face for a while, and it had been getting worse. I'm like, no, and I've been using that, and it's like going away. But just general repair, like of the skin, of draining lymph. There's a lot of stories. Lavender, great for relaxation. Tea tree, also known as melaleuca. Yeah. Yeah. And so the cleansing of properties of melaleuca, tea tree essential oil are wonderful. They're absolutely wonderful. Wonderful for soothing. Oregano, this is one that you'd want to put in a veggie cap or in your spaghetti, because this is a strong oil, powerful for the immune system, but you don't really want to put it under your tongue. That would hurt. Okay, so you always want to dilute oregano if you're going to use a pure oregano essential oil, or put it into one of those veggie caps and take it that way, and so do that systemic effect. That copaiba, if you want the systemic and not just like that topical, they do have it in soft gel. And so the pure. Cool. Oh, perfect. Perfect. How'd you like that? Yeah. I was telling you, like.
But I think it actually, I eventually drove my.
Nice. Yeah. So these are the Serenity Complex. So there's actual, with the melatonin, like you have to be super careful, right? Yeah, this is because it's synthetic. This is not synthetic. This is from tart cherry. It's a tart cherry extract. So it's a very small amount of a natural form of melatonin. And it actually helps improve the natural circadian rhythm of the body.
My Aunt Katie takes melatonin every night. I'm thinking I need to get her.
Yeah.
She just won't get it. Honestly, so I have to get her. And just get home. Okay, good.
Well,
I'm trying to. And 60 would give her 2 months worth. Because you only take one a night, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 to 2, depending on the person. I do one. I'm actually out of them right now. You dream a lot, though. You process. You dream.
See, and with melatonin, it would give me that dream. But I
Mm.
can't It didn't really help me to grow, so.
You didn't feel rested. Yeah. Adaptive. So the adaptive oil, they also have it in a complex and with like GABA and stuff. So like the stuff that he takes for a night that has the GABA and that's what's in these capsules.
Oh, okay, so. He has a hard time with.
Yep, yep.
Okay, maybe I'll have him try that one instead of Serenity, because I think that's.
I would agree.
And the bigger.
Tinker might. It's a blend, it's a roller.
Focus and he rubs it on his temples and stuff.
So
He also uses adaptive to on his spine.
cool. Yeah, because the adaptive, that system is clinically proven to take the body out of the stress response. So, some people, oh man, the $89 for the 30 packets, it's a little much. Well, if you actually look at what the cost would be, have this, and then to think about having the fresh fruits and like organic fruits and vegetables to start your day every morning, not only the cost of that, but like how would you actually in fact do that? Like eat those fruits and vegetables? Could you force yourself to do that even if you had them? Probably not. This makes it so much easier. And I really think that results with me and my kids have really, yeah, I'm sold. I guess that's how you would say it or whatever. So any customer, whether you're getting it from me or like somebody share your refer a friend link, any customer has a refer a friend link, they can get that 25% off the retail price, shipping with orders free shipping with orders of 100 PV. New people, there's at 150 PV, they get a free bonus gift. And with our foundational wellness packet, you now get like a beautiful glass and like gray shaker bottle to go with this. This is for new customers in January, but then us veterans will be able to get that when we get this in February. So it should come with your February one when you get it. So I'm really excited to get it. I haven't seen it, but I've only seen like pictures and seen it online. It's going to be sturdy. I know that.
I think the reason why that is as well, like Stacy, you have to be careful is because it's actually below that.
All right. And so we can help you as we look at your results and such. We can make that specific plan and come and help. Anybody online or watching this later, please put it in the comments if you would like some help, and we can schedule a consult with you or a consult. We have a loyalty program that is optional where you get 10-20% back. You just discovered you had $250 in free stuff coming your way. So you got your frankincense for free. Super excited. Yeah, exactly. They also, like I mentioned, launched a VIP program for those of us that have been on the program for a while, not only do we get 30% back, but we get like a free gift and exclusive access to new products and stuff like that. It's going to be so fun. I'm so excited. And before we close, I just want to mention, like, when people are interested in oils and come to a class like this, it's typically one of three types of people. Somebody who, like a customer, who is wanting to really live that wellness lifestyle. And there's so many great, like with the app, there's so many great resources. doTERRA's podcast is one of the top podcasts, actually. You want to learn about a wellness topic, they've got it on there. So many different resources. The other type of person is somebody who's like, oh man, I think this person really loved it, and they have like a list of people in their mind. And as they consistently share, like with that Refer a Friend program and stuff, they basically end up getting their doTERRA for free. So it's like free natural healthcare. And then there are others that see this and they're like, man, this is inspiring. This mission that Lisa's on, and I want to link arms. I want to be a part of this mission because people need to know. And I can only reach so many people. I'm meant to resonate. I'm meant to reach my people. And you're meant to reach your people, and Patsy's meant to reach her people. We all have our own circles. And as we link arms together, we can impact such a greater. We don't know where it ends at that point. We don't know where it ends. And it's a beautiful collaboration, and it's a beautiful mission, and I'm honored to be on it. Just honored. So we'll come around and talk with you guys, and if you're interested, like we host class and different things, and yeah, it's super fun. Love it. So thank you so much for coming. Thank you. And yeah, so I'll end this live stream. If you have any questions, let me know. And have a great night. Bye.
Were you talking to people on